Hello friends and welcome back to my session. This is Dr. Priya Singh, Assistant Professor, Department of Tourism and Hospitality Management, Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi. We have been discussing a lot about sustainable tourism, and today we are going to have a very interesting session on Sustainable Development Goals and tourism. How are the SDGs linked with tourism? So in our session, we will be discussing about the overview of Sustainable Development Goals, the importance of SDGs, also the Sustainable Development Goals overview, individual 17 goals will be discussed, and what are the various practices for sustainable tourism. So before we begin, we need to understand what is SDG. The Sustainable Development Goals, which are also known as SDGs, are set of 17 global goals which are adopted by the United Nations in 2015 with the future agenda of 2030 as for their sustainable development growth. They provide a framework for addressing various social, economic and environmental issues and challenges by 2030. So this gives us the means to handle and tackle all the challenges which are related to sustainability through some means by 2030. Each SDG represents a specific target and also has a specific agenda which can combat various issues of poverty, quality education, gender equality, climate actions and sustainable cities, among others. The SDGs are interconnected and mutually reinforcing. They are recognized the need for integrated action across the sectors to overcome the global challenges and also promote sustainable development worldwide. Now, what are the various importance of SDGs? Why are the Sustainable Development Goals important? The number one significance is about the tourism significance. Tourism is a very major sector and a revenue yielding sector with significant social, cultural and environmental implications. It has the potential to contribute to sustainable development and the achievements of various goals. The second impact is economic impact. The tourism generates lot of employment and it further generates revenue, and which helps in the economic growth, particularly in the developing countries. By aligning tourism practices with various goals, destinations can create economic opportunities that support poverty reduction and inclusive growth. Also, what is social inclusivity? The social SDG promotes equality and social well-being. Tourism can contribute to social developments by creating various work empowering local communities, preserving culture, heritage and promoting cultural and cross-cultural understandings. Also, there are certain other importance of the various development goals like environmental stewardship. What does this mean? It means that tourism can have both positive and negative impacts on the environment. So by integrating the SDGs into tourism practices such as adopting, promoting diversity, conservation and mitigating climate change, the industry can minimize its ecological footprints and also preserve various natural resources. Now, cultural preservation. Culture is very important part of our tourism resources. The SDG emphasize the importance of safeguarding various cultural diversity and heritage. Tourism also plays a very important role in preserving and promoting cultural assets, traditions and various indigenous knowledge, fostering cultural exchange and mutual understanding among people, also among different tourist destinations. Now we will discuss about various goals in detail. So we will first have an overview of Sustainable Development Goals. What is the purpose of these goals? These goals aim to address the world's most pressing issues like social, economic and environmental challenges, also give provide us with some guiding efforts toward a more sustainable future. Nevertheless, the SDG also provide a comprehensive framework for action emphasizing the interconnectedness and interdependence of various aspects of development. So now we will discuss each goal in detail. The first goal is about no poverty. The name itself suggests that no poverty means we aim to eradicate poverty from different parts of the world. The goal 1 focuses on removing extreme poverty and reducing poverty in all its forms globally. Also, the key targets includes implementing social protected systems, ensuring equal rights and access to basic resources which will automatically reduce poverty, and providing sustainable economic growth to lift people out of poverty and also increase their standard of living. The second goal says no hunger. In India and also in world, there are so many people dying just because of hunger. And also this goal aims to achieve food security, improve the nutrition, and also provide sustainable agriculture opportunities across the world. Also, it targets to include ending hunger, malnutrition. Around 23% of the world children and also humans in their older ages are malnutritionists. Also, it helps in promoting sustainable farming practices and supporting some small scale farmers to enhance their food production and distribution, which will further automatically results in sustainable farming opportunities. The third goal aims about good health and well-being. It says that we should ensure healthy living and promote well-being for all at all ages. This is irrespective of a younger or an older age. The target of this goal includes reducing maternal and child mortality rate. That means not many child should be able to achieve death. They should not be dying just because of poor health arrangements. Combating any type of communicable diseases, ensuring access to quality health care services, and addressing mental health issues. So many people are not able to reach hospitals on time or have their proper medication and take health facilities. So this goal is basically with the purpose of eradicating such issues and also giving them very good living and well-being. The fourth goal is all about education, that is quality education. The goal 4 aims to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promoting lifelong learning opportunities for everyone. If the half of the country or half of the world is educated, the half of the problems will be over, because education always provides us awareness, knowledge, and also gives us the confidence to combat any such consequences or any such severe challenges or issues which are going around the world. Target of this goal includes access to free primary and secondary education for all, promoting the vocational training, lot of hands-on practices and practicals, improving literacy rates of the countries and also worldwide, and enhancing educational infrastructure. So all these facilities together will be able to achieve quality education for everyone. The goal 5th is all about gender equality. Male, female or transgender should be given equal equalities and equal opportunities for all means of living. This goal focuses on achieving gender equality and empowering all women and girls also in particular. This target includes ending all forms of discriminations and violence against women or any other capacity, also ensuring equal access to education and economic opportunities, promoting the more of women participation in decision making processes as well, which will strengthen the status of women in the society worldwide. The goal 6 also aims about clean water and sanitation. This is more of practices of hygiene. Goal aim 6 to ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. Target includes providing access to clean drinking water, because water has always been a very major transmitter for any type of illness or disease. There are so many waterborne diseases which can even turn out to be fatal. So for this reason, we should always ensure a very clean water and a sanitation facility for all. which it also aims to promote efficient water usage and sanitation practice. Rather, we should also educate the society about having the consequences of consuming the polluted water, or also how to fight or overcome the waterborne diseases. The goal 7 is all about affordable and clean energy. Goal 7 focuses on ensuring access to affordable, reliable, sustainable and modern energy resources for all. Target includes promoting renewable energy sources. That means we should exploit more and more of natural resources rather than artificial or man-made, because they will definitely be exploiting over the time, and which includes the energy efficiency and expands access to electricity in undeserved areas. The goal 8 aims for decent work and economic growth. Goal 8 aims to promote sustained, inclusive and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment and decent work for all. The first and foremost priority is to have employment for everybody, and then also it should be a very decent employment, and also you should be paid well. That means you should not be exploited. There should be no exploitation of labor in any form. The targets include creating more job opportunities, ensuring fair working conditions, promoting more of entrepreneurships among youth, and also supporting innovation and sustainable economic practices at various levels of employment. The goal 9 is about industry, innovation and infrastructure. Goal 9 focuses on building resilient infrastructure, promoting inclusive and sustainable industrialization and fostering innovations, to have lot of technology driven infrastructure, lot of innovative infrastructure as the other developed countries are having. Also, the target includes developing quality infrastructure, promoting sustainable industrialization and fostering research and development activities. The goal 10 is about reduced inequalities. First was about giving equality, and now it is about reducing inequalities. Goal 10 aims to reduce inequalities within and among the countries. The target of this goal includes promoting social, economic and political inclusions, empowering all the marginal groups, reducing disparities in income, access to resources and opportunities. One income for all, similar wages for similar type of a work. There should be no biasness, or there should be no discrimination for exploiting in terms of any wages or salaries for particular job. The goal 11 is about sustainable cities and communities. It focuses on making cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient and sustainable. The target includes providing access to affordable housing, improving urban planning and management systems, also about enhancing sustainable transport means and protecting cultural and natural heritage. SDG 12 is about responsible consumption and production. What does it aims? It aims to ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. Also, the target includes promoting resources and energy efficiency, reducing waste generation, also implementing sustainable practices in industries and raising awareness about sustainable lifestyle. Everything will come only with education. We need to create an awareness about sustainability among the production people, among the consumers. Then only they will realize that how they need to cut down on the means which are not sustainable, and how they need to incorporate or practice various sustainable means. SDG 13 aims about climate action. It focuses on taking urgent action, and which is very important to combat any type of climate change and its impact globally. Target includes is strengthening resilience and adaptive capacity, integrating climate change measures into policies, promoting education on climate change, and mobilizing financial resources for climate change. Half of the people globally doesn't know how their little action or even different consequences can be there due to climate change. So the first and foremost step is about educating them regarding the climate change, and then taking several actions, meaningful actions and remedies for combating the change of climate. The goal 14 is about dealing with life below water, which means marine ecosystem in short. Goal 14 aims to conserve and sustainably use the ocean, seas and the marine resources for sustainable development. Also, it includes reducing marine pollution, protecting marine ecosystem, conserving coastal areas and promoting sustainable fisheries. Anything or everything that we are discussing here has to do something with sustainability. Whatever we will be discussing is about how to do it sustainably. That means we should do all the actions keeping in mind that our intention is not to harm the environment. Goal 15 is about life on land. That means the moving creatures. It helps and focuses on protecting, restoring and promoting sustainable use of land, the terrestrial ecosystem, forest and biodiversity. It targets about including combating desertification, halting any type of a biodiversity loss, promoting sustainable forest management and ensuring the conservation of wildlife habitats. The goal 16 talks about peace, justice and strong institutions. Goal 16 aims to promote peaceful and inclusive societies, providing various access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable and inclusive institutions which guarantees justice for everybody. The target includes reducing any type of violence, promoting the rule of law, in fact educating the people about law, ensuring access to justice for all, and in strengthening the institutions at various levels. The last goal of sustainable development aims for partnershiping for goals. The goal 17 focuses on strengthening the means of implementation and revitalizing the global partnership for sustainable development. Targets include enhancing international cooperation, supporting all the various capacity building efforts and promoting multi-stakeholder partnerships to achieve various sustainable development goals. So this was about various goals in detail. Now we will talk about practices for sustainable tourism. Okay, sustainable tourism practices are very essential in order to minimize the negative impacts of tourism on the environment, on the local community, the cultural heritage, and also it enhances the positive benefits. So here are certain key practices for sustainable tourism. Number 1 is sustainable destination planning. We need to develop a comprehensive destination management plans that balances tourism development and also along with environment and cultural preservations. That means any development of tourism in any form is not able or not targeted to harm the environment. Engage various local communities, stakeholders and experts in the planning process to ensure inclusivity and sustainability. Also implement zoning and carrying capacity measures to manage visitor flows and protect various sensitive areas. The conservation and protection of natural resources. It is very important to protect our natural resources and we follow it in 3 steps. We need to promote, we need to protect and preserve and encourage. We need to promote various responsible resources management by reducing water and energy consumption, by minimizing waste generation and supporting various renewable energy initiatives. That means we should educate people to use more of natural resources. Also protect and preserve various natural habitats, biodiversity and ecosystem through sustainable practices such as wildlife conservation, reforestation and also habitat restoration. And we should always encourage visitors to engage in all forms of eco-friendly activities and respect natural environment. In a nutshell, we want to educate the tourists to be responsible travelers. Now we will talk about the cultural preservation and community engagement. We should respect and celebrate rather all the local cultures, tradition and heritage, being visitors or being tourists if we are going to any destinations. We should try to engage with local community and support their economic empowerment through fair employment, capacity building and inclusive tourism development. Also, we should promote authentic cultural experiences that one can benefit local communities while respecting their social norms and values. This is a very important means of sustainable tourism, that is sustainable transportation. Transportation has been a very crucial part of tourism as one need to go from one destination to other through one or another means of transportation. So we should try to encourage the use of environment friendly transportations like public transports, cycling or even at a shorter distance if it is through walking, and promote the use of low emission vehicles and support the development of sustainable transportation infrastructure. Also, we should encourage visitors to offset their carbon footprints through voluntary contribution to carbon offset programs. Now, there are certain responsible tourism operations. Adopt sustainable management practices in accommodation facilities, which includes accordingly like energy efficient buildings, waste reduction, and also water conservation measures. It should support local businesses, artisans, and food producers to promote local economic growth and also sustainable livelihoods. Provide education and training to staff and visitors on sustainable tourism practices and responsible behavior. Both the supplier and the people who are demanding, that means the stakeholders of the tourism, should all be responsible, and they should try to be green consumers or eco consumers. Also, they should be practicing all sustainable practices through all means. And last but not the least, about community based tourism is also a part of a sustainability tourism. Promote community based tourism initiatives that empowers local communities and provide authentic and immersive experiences for visitors. Involve local communities in decision making processes and also revenue sharing mechanisms to ensure equitable distribution of benefits. Foster some type of a cultural exchange and mutual respects between visitors and local communities. One should not visit any destination with the intention to hurt the sentiments or offend the local communities. So we should respect and even try to contribute and celebrate each other's culture as well. So this was all about my session. Thank you so much and have a very good day.